Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
If chaos was a radio show, you're listening to it. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
I gotta tell you guys, I find that this is a bizarre moment. I started following this guy on Instagram a while ago because he was like, you remember how when RFK was running for whatever it is that he is in charge of all the food, I don't know what his title is, health supervisor, whatever it is, and his family started bashing on him. I was like, why would his family bash on him? So I was checking out who his family is. He's got this cousin named Jack. So I start following Jack. And this guy, Jack, is just so negative. Every post is negative, right? So I finally unfollowed him, like yesterday. I unfollowed him yesterday because I thought he was so negative. And it's RFK's cousin.
Oh.
And then, Lord and behold, Jenna here, our behind-the-scenes media person. Jenna, what's your story? It's tied into this guy.
Now I'm like, maybe I haven't seen all the negative posts. Maybe I'm on a different algorithm. But Jack Schlossberg, I believe his name is, he's just like, he's goofy. He's super goofy. He is always making a lot of like political type videos, but I just think he's a funny guy. Anyways, I went down a rabbit hole with him recently, and I was like, ooh, I like this guy. I've got a new crush. Like, my goal was to find him on Raya. Like, I even upped my age so that I could find him on Raya,
You upped your age?
Raya is the dating app that costs a lot of money to join. Lots of celebrities on there.
Yes, it's just fun to see who you can find on there. Right. But I upped my age to 32 because I heard that he was on there looking for a Valentine. Oh. So I was like, you know what? Shoot your shot. I'll accept the Kennedy curse for this one.
That's a pretty bad curse. You sure? You sure you want some of that?
We'll give it a shot. For him, I'll risk it. But anyway, so you never know who you're going to get in a batch on Raya. But I came across him and I sent him a message, and you only are given a few direct messages. You can send likes, but you only get so many direct messages with your account.
Month?
That's wild.
No, per like entire
lifetime?
instance. Yeah. So I used one of my direct messages on him, and I said, it was after Valentine's Day, and I said, are you still looking for a Valentine? No response.
That's what
no response.
You used your DM.
I know.
How many do you get?
I think I only had 2.
That's what you get the whole time. You only get 2.
Yeah, you can buy another one for like $10.
Oh, smart.
I'm not doing that.
So that's the only one you've ever used?
I used one on an artist one time, but he also never responded.
Who was that? We are in the music business. We might know who they are.
His name is Goth Babe.
Goth Babe.
Sounds like a great guy to introduce to your family.
I know, I didn't want to say the name.
What was the message there?
I think I said I knew who his dog. Like, I had followed him on Instagram, so I made a comment about his dog. I was like, let's get that personal string going.
How'd that
but
work?
It didn't work. He also didn't respond.
Oh, lame.
I know.
Goth
So
babe.
all what the heck?
But
all
I mean,
my
are you
direct
still
messages.
looking for a Valentine after Valentine's Day?
I thought, he's on the apps. He must
He's
still be
probably
looking
like,
for one.
What's your problem? Valentine's Day was Friday.
He's like, she
Can you
doesn't know.
see if he read it?
Let's have a look.
Because,
I don't know.
I mean, there's a good chance he doesn't go to Raya every day like we do
Right.
to Instagram. So maybe he'll see it in a week or so.
And that's what I told myself. I'm like, he's busy making political videos or
Yeah, you
whatever
should be like,
it is that he's doing.
By the way,
What's up with your weird cousin? That would have gotten a response.
Yeah. Noah, go ahead. What's up, Noah?
So, Jenna, Goth Babe is mine, okay? He's really hot, and I like his dog as well. So, stay away from
Are
him.
you guys
Well, now I know why
You
you
need to look him up, John
answered.
Jay.
Have you DM'd him and asked him out? It's a battle between
Hey,
Noah
Noah.
and Jenna.
No, he's on Raya.
Is Goth Babe straight?
I assume so. But he's like your, stereotypical, Colorado, I'm in the mountains guy with my dog.
Interesting.
In the tent,
Little
and
mustache.
I'm into
Well,
it.
why don't we have a competition and see who get a date with Goth Babe first?
Noah's got it.
Looks like
Who gets the response first?
I didn't realize we have the same type, apparently.
Wow. You guys are going to have to duke it out.
I know. We're going to fight this one out.
so Jack Schlossberg, RFK's cousin, is 32.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's so funny because I liked him because how he was, but his social media was just so angry about politics.
I think I'm seeing a different algorithm.
It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Stop just yelling at the radio. Call us 877-937-1047. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Anna, thanks for holding.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, so I just need help with something and like some validation. So my boyfriend has been like freaking out since last week because I have this friend at work. His name's Ryan, and he's like so sweet. He's funny, and he's like, you know, kind of like a big brother I never had. And he's single. He's looking for a girlfriend, and he's a few years older than me. So like I told him, like, let's go out. I'm going to find you someone. I'm going to be your wing woman. And so, like, this couldn't be any more of a platonic relationship, right? But, like, my boyfriend kind of, like, got a little bit mad about it. And he wasn't, like, a fan of it, a fan of our friendship at all. And, like, he thinks that, like, Brian wants to be with me. He's trying to, like, move in. And he keeps telling me that I just can't see it because I'm, like, only 21, so I don't get it. And, like, I told him, like, you're, like, being irrational, you know? Because we're just friends. And so, like, we went out, and Brian and me, and, like, literally nothing happened. Brian didn't even, like, try to make a move or anything, you know? But, like, since that happened, my boyfriend stopped talking to me, and he's like not responding, and that's been happening since Saturday. So like, am I crazy?
Did you invite your boyfriend to go out with you guys, or you just went out with Brian alone?
No, yeah, just Brian and myself, because like I was, you know, being his wing woman, trying to find someone.
I think I would be mad at you too if I were your boyfriend.
If he got
quite
invited.
honestly, if you invited him and you went out with as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then our friend that we're trying to hook up with someone, then that's one thing. But like you went out with someone, he already tell you that he was uncomfortable you hanging out with.
So you went on a date with somebody else in his eyes.
Yeah.
But like I mean,
regardless of whether or not anything happened and how you feel, you totally like heard what he said, and then we're like, forget it, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like, you know, we're just friends, like literally. That's
okay. That's what you're saying. Let me ask you this: when you took him out, did you find, because you're his wing woman, right? Did you find him a girl?
We found like a few people that he's texting, but I don't know if we found like the one.
Because I would think that it would be very difficult if just a guy and a girl going out, unless you look like swingers.
Because people think
Right.
you're with him.
We're
Right.
looking for a lover.
I'm looking for a girl for my friend Brian. Is it Brian or Ryan?
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah.
With a B?
Yeah.
Oh, I kept hearing Ryan, and then I heard Brian.
But
Right.
Then you need to tell your boyfriend, I didn't go out with Ryan.
I went with
I went
Brian.
with Brian. Can you enunciate next time? Because I clearly will not go out with either of them anymore. That's what I would have said.
I mean, the thing is like if he had a girl at work that you were like, she totally is into you, and he was like, it's fine, she just wants a boyfriend, we're going to go out without you, and we're going to go to a bar and go out and look for people for her, and you were like, no, that makes me uncomfortable, and he did it anyways, you would probably be mad.
We're just going out to buy lingerie. I'm just helping her out. Chill. Chillax.
I think I'm like, I hear you, what you're saying. But you know, the thing is, we're just friends.
Yeah,
That's true.
and
You say
it's
that.
probably totally
That's true.
innocent for you.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And
Can I tell you a quick story about when I was 21 and I was dating this girl named Stephanie, and she moved to LA to go to the Fashion Institute, and I was living in San Diego, and she moved in a complex next to this guy named Mike, right? And he was really ugly, and I would say, what's up with this Mike guy? I think he likes you. And she's like, ooh, gross. She literally said, ooh, gross. But he also won the lottery, right? He had a lot of money. Guess what? Guess who has 3 kids with Mike?
Stephanie?
Stephanie.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, we're just friends. Ooh, gross. He just lives in my complex. Ooh, gross.
Yeah, you know how women always say, I know women. Guys know guys, too. And a guy's not just going to go out with a girl that's just a friend for the hookup. He's probably thinking something. He's probably looking for an opportunity and just playing the friend card. That's what your boyfriend thinks.
No, I see what you're saying, but like he's older, you know. like
Older
you
guys
just
like to
want
get after it too.
Yeah, I
No,
think
I
you should
hear you.
apologize to your boyfriend. Like, my bad. I didn't see it the way you saw it. I do. I want to be respectful of your feelings. Explain that to him. And then, I mean, at one point in every relationship, if you're hanging out with someone that makes your significant other very uncomfortable, it's disrespectful to continue that relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Anna. Bye.
Bye.
It's John, Jane, Rich.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole Nine Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
We want you to be part of the show. Call us 877-937-1047. Get on the air with John, Jay, and Rich.
We talk a lot about that plane that crashed and flipped. How many people were on that flight, pal? It's like,
A lot of people were on the flight, I think like 63, 70 or something like that.
and they all lived.
Yep.
I mean,
21 people were injured, but yeah, surprisingly they all lived. But I mean, what a harrowing experience.
You never hear about plane crashes and people surviving.
No,
so
not
we,
especially a fiery plane crash where the wings come off.
So we thought we'd get into, your near-death experience. So tell us, why you should be dead, but you're not dead. Simon, good morning.
Good morning.
What happened to you?
So, I'm in Portland, Oregon, which is right next to the Columbia River Gorge, and was on a real awesome hike and almost died.
How?
I was coming down from the top of the trail and lost my footing on some loose rock and started sliding down the trail, and was heading right towards a nice little 1,000-foot sheer cliff.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
A nice little 1,000.
How'd you stop?
I kind of just threw myself to the ground on my stomach, thinking, more body surface on the ground, more friction, maybe I'll stop. Wasn't stopping. Started kind of scrambling, reaching out for roots, rocks, whatever. Was able to snag a root with my hand that stopped me about 2 feet short.
Oh, my
Dude, that is so Indiana Jones.
Totally.
It was a real, puckering moment of the lower area.
It's crazy to me that you are having thoughts go through your head while you're sliding to your imminent doom, that you're thinking in these moments, better grab a root, better flip on my stomach. I don't know. I think most people would be like, what is happening? And then they'd be gone.
Yeah.
Or you kind of like sliding down and you're thinking, oh, it'll stop in a second.
Yeah,
Before
maybe.
you know, when you were sliding down, did you see the cliff? You knew that was coming?
Yeah, it was an in and out trail, so I'd already passed it on the way up.
Oh.
And it was like you walk down right to the edge, and then, you turn left, and the trail goes that way.
At all?
Yeah.
Did you at all, going while you were sliding down, did you at all in your brain go, wee? I would be like, it's kind of fun.
Probably not. Like,
It'd
probably
be
more like it.
that falling 1,000 feet would be just the weirdest feeling. But
I would
then,
tuck and roll.
I mean, then you don't feel anything at all after that, I guess, right?
And I was thinking old school Looney Tunes or, Goofy when he falls off the cliffs.
You take off your shirt, make a parachute, and land safely. That's what I would have done.
That would definitely be like a cartoon.
It was a moment for sure.
We're glad you survived, my brother, and thank you for sharing that story with us.
No problem, you guys.
877-937-1047. Tell us why you should be dead, right? I mean, you survived. Like this plane crash. All these people survived. It's an amazing story. 877-937-1047. We will talk to you next, John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich.
We're getting into the moments you should have died. You should be dead, but you're alive. Why? What happened? 877-937-1047. Lee, good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, this is Lee. I was just talking to, I forget her name.
Jenna?
Jenna, that was it.
What's up, Lee?
Not much.
What was she calling you for?
Sounds like John Jay.
It is. You're on the air.
Oh, my God. A funny story about near-death experiences.
Funny story about almost dying. Let's hear it, Lee.
Yes. It's pretty good. Almost hit a city bus.
Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said. Did you say almost hit a city bus?
Correct. Oh, this is Rich.
Oh, yeah. We're all here.
I just said you're on the radio.
Kyle's here, too.
I didn't know I was going to be in the air. They told me I would talk to somebody else first, so this is...
Well,
okay.
I answered the phone.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys remember about 10 or 15 years ago that you guys almost came to St. Louis.
Yes.
Very much so.
And I was the one who was kind of spearheading it. Like, I was working nights at the time, so I was sending out messages to all my friends to post on our iHeart station.
Uh-huh.
And I got 500-600 people to do it.
Oh, wow.
And, oh, yeah, it was ridiculous.
I wonder how we didn't get picked up.
30 to 1. I know, it was ridiculous, yeah. And anyway, so I would send them the message and then tell them basically what to say also. Well, it ended up, of course, you guys didn't go there. So I was furiously writing my response to that. And this is why, of course, you should never text and drive. And I was kind of driving with my knees, and I wandered sort of into the other lane and almost hit a Park City bus going about 50 miles an hour.
Oh, my gosh.
So you almost died trying to get us on the air in St. Louis.
Right. I said, if there's ever a St. Louis chapter of the John Jay and Rich fan club.
We should at least give you something. I can mail him a CD or something. I got a couple old CDs.
Yeah, we're not on the air in St. Louis?
No, we're not.
All right, so look, you almost got killed listening to us, helping promote us in St. Louis, and we're grateful for that, Lee. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
All right, have a great day, dog.
Listen from here on line. See you.
Thank you, brother. Bye-bye. Cece, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Do you have a near-death experience?
I do. I was traveling with my younger brothers. We were traveling from my dad's back to my mom's.
Okay.
And we were in L.A. We took off. It was myself and my two little brothers. I think I was maybe 13. And the pilot comes on and says, we have to dump our fuel. Our landing gear is not working, and prepare for crash landing at LAX.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we had to, everyone get in the crash position, head between your legs, shoes off. There were adults around us crying, and here I am with my little brothers trying to, keep them calm. And my little brother goes, are we crashing? And we land on foam. My dad heard it on the radio as he was driving home from LAX.
Whoa.
So he goes back, and the airlines actually wanted to put the three of us kids in a hotel room till we could get another flight. And my dad was like, absolutely not. They are not going on this airplane.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought your dad heard the crash. He was like, well, I guess I don't need to go to the airport anymore.
No, it was on the radio, there was an issue with airplane at LAX, and they're preparing for a landing, and the fire trucks were there. It was the scariest thing at 12 years old.
Yeah. So,
13.
Since then, do you have a fear of flying now or going through that? You're like, hey, I already been through a crash. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, but now I do. With everything that's going on, it's really scary.
Yeah,
but
for
back
sure.
then, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
If I was your dad, when I picked you guys up, I would have been like, guess we don't ever have to go to Disneyland again. Nothing's going to compare to that.
Oh, my gosh.
He was actually very concerned.
Well, he should
Well,
be.
he should be, yeah.
Yeah,
He was
that's
probably,
your dad.
he was
But,
probably terrified.
He was like, oh, I get to have you for a couple more days. My mom was freaking out because obviously she was back east.
Yeah, she's so far away.
Obviously.
She probably
Yeah.
felt helpless.
We survived. There's far worse things in my life now
Oh, God.
than.
Well, if you want to share those.
Okay, Cece.
Let's see. My PTSD. No, I'm good.
Oh, you poor thing.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Cece.
You're very welcome. I love you guys. Have a great day.
Love you too. Bye-bye. If you have any other ones, shoot us a call, 877-937-1047 or a DM at John J. Van Ness. It's John J. and Rich.
John J. and Rich. We are like a whole vibe.
In the studio right now, you got Rich Barra directly across from me. To my right is Nick, our producer. Then you got Kyle as I go around the room. And then baby Noah sitting on the guest mic. Are you officially out?
Today is officially moving day.
Move-in day?
Yes.
Okay.
After the show today, I'm getting a U-Haul and clearing out my storage unit and bringing all my stuff in.
And you are moving in with your best friend, Lenora.
Correct.
Okay, and you have your own room and she has her own room, right?
Yeah.
So have you learned anything? Because now you've also said you were staying, you kind of already living there, right? So have you uncovered things? Like Colin and I were talking about it the other day, how when you move in with your friend, things happen. Have you already uncovered things that you didn't know about her?
Yeah, I didn't know she's kind of a messy person, but I did not know that she was particular about where her furniture is placed. we got in this really interesting petty argument because her grandpa had passed away and he left her this like ancient Victorian dresser. It's so ugly. And she was like, I don't know where to put this, but I want to keep it. And I'm like, cool. So she originally had it in my room. It was like a storage room before I had moved in. And she had mentioned moving it. And she wanted to take a whole day to move stuff out of that room. And so I had put the dresser on these like carpet slider things. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but it's amazing for moving furniture. I've just discovered this, so maybe it's just me. But I start moving the dresser out into the main room. It's so heavy. And she's like, oh, I didn't know if I wanted it in here or not. Well, I'm like, well, it's already out of the room. It's halfway down the hall. Like, where
you didn't talk to her where you're going to put it when you're moving this huge thing?
Well, she had mentioned that she wanted it in her bedroom originally.
Oh.
But I guess she had changed her mind. But then now she wanted it in the main room anyway. That's where we were at. And I was like, oh, if you put it in front of, there's like one big window in the apartment. I'm like, if you put it in front of the window, you could put like a nice little plant on top of the dresser and it'll get in some natural light. And she was like, what do you mean in front of the window? And I was like, it could be center of the room right in front of that window. And she's like, you can't put a dresser in front of the window. It'll partially cover up a little bit of the window.
Yeah,
like,
she's right.
Just a little bit. And I was like, I don't see the problem. Like, it's a giant window and it would just cover where the bottom of it is, just a little. Like, it's not like it covers the window. And she was like, I just can't. Like, it needs to be a whole square.
It's bad feng shui, right?
Yeah. What about the cheese thing you said?
She came home from work and she works at a daycare. And she goes, Score! I went to the cafeteria on my way out and they gave me this wholesale bag of cheddar cheese. We don't have to starve tonight.
I love cheese.
And I was like, how poor are we? Like, I was in the middle of making dinner. I was like, I can get some cheese.
I got cheese, buddy.
I can eat cheese for dinner every day. I love cheese so much.
Bulkiest cafeteria style bag you've ever seen, like straight from a restaurant supplier.
Well, that's good.
I thought that was so funny.
Last night with the dinner, I kind of did this on purpose. I took my son Jake and my son Dutch out to a restaurant. There's this restaurant. There's a lot of steakhouses in town, right? And there's one steakhouse that is literally my whole family's favorite steakhouse. We go there quite a bit. And then one day I had to go to this meeting at this other steakhouse. And that other steakhouse has one particular steak that I have never had anywhere else, and it is the most delicious steak in the world. And it's a battle in my house to go there because my wife loves the other steak place. She doesn't think that we should go to this steakhouse because she likes this one. But last night she was at town, so I went to the steakhouse with two of my boys yesterday, and I got that one steak. And sure enough, it's unbelievable. Now I'm fasting, right? So I had my meal last night at like 5:30. My next meal is at 1 today. I have lunch today at 1 at that steakhouse.
Good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, my last meal was this one steak. My next meal will be the same steak.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know. That's kind of one of the things I like about, like, if I was ever single.
Just going to eat wherever you want.
Eat whatever I want.
Embracing your OCD.
Right. Now, Nick, are you going to be able to talk with your voice all jacked up?
You tell me.
Oh, my.
How does it sound? Does it sound good? It's tea all morning, so I feel pretty good.
Okay, you feel okay?
I feel fine.
Okay.
It's just,
You kind of got that RFK thing.
It's escape.
Oh my gosh.
That's what Jenna was calling
Right.
me. Jenna was calling me
Vaccines
RFK.
are killing people. Vaccines.
Vaccines are bad. Vaccines are bad. See
Red dye.
I've never been able to listen to more than 5 seconds of that guy speaking because it hurts my ears.
Do you need me to leave?
No, do you
I'm
best?
pretty close.
Yeah, it's real close.
I feel fine, guys.
Okay, so what happened to you? Because it was your anniversary, right, or something like that. Why were you at the spa?
Yeah, it was our anniversary earlier this week, and my wife and I did it like a full spa day. Which now that I'm listening to my voice, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have stayed there longer. And I don't know if it's the same with women, but the men locker room is like a really weird place for me. Since the beginning of time, it's like dudes are just supposed to be comfortable seeing other dudes naked, and I have never been that way.
I agree.
And so we're getting ready to leave, and I go to get dressed and whatever, and it's like the locker room is packed, and I'm seeing all these things hanging from dudes' bodies, and I like kind of back away, right, from my locker so that I don't touch nude butt with another man. And as I'm like moving my way in, he's like, "Oh, sorry, guy," like whatever. And I was like, "That's fine." And as I'm getting this ready, he's like, "Man, they really should make these places bigger, shouldn't they?" And I understand. I'm an acquired taste, and not many people get me like to start. And most people would be like, "Oh, ha ha ha, yeah, you're right," but not Nick. That's not how Nick responds.
Not classic Nick.
And I wrote it down specifically because, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's just like we're in high school again, right?" When you're the most comfortable with your body and you just get to see ding dongs all over the place all day long. And he looked at me and he goes, "Sure."
He slowly backs away and out the door.
He's like, yeah, you weren't supposed to respond with anything like that.
Have a great day. And as he's leaving, I was like, why are you this way?
Why are you talking to people when you're naked?
Yeah, why even worry about it? Why not just let him be?
This is why I told you should be on vocal rest. You should have taken that advice.
Yeah, just shut up all the time.
I think the only time that you should ever talk to anyone in a locker, and it's the only time I do it, is whenever you're in the area with somebody, you're like, "Oh, go figure. Nobody in this whole locker room, but we have our 2 lockers next to each other."
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh,
I wouldn't mention their ding dongs.
I wouldn't say anything, even if it was on fire. I wouldn't ask where the fire exit is. I just don't think you say anything at all.
Nice ding dong.
Yeah, I think the thing is too. It's not like I edited that conversation. I said ding dong because I'm in middle school. Why would you do that?
It's John Jay and Rich.
Oh, cool, your scanner stopped. It's John Jay and Rich.
Remember we're giving away those trips to see Kelly Clarkson in Las Vegas?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
And remember one of the games we played because Nick kept inventing games and we did our own karaoke where we did karaoke to Kelly Clarkson songs.
Yeah.
We got a very, very cool text message from somebody who works for Kelly Clarkson's team. And it was very cool. And his name is Robert. Robert, good morning.
Good morning.
Robert, what do you do for Kelly Clarkson's show?
I mix her music, record and mix her music.
Oh, dang.
Only the band breaks, only the stings and guest performances, no interviews, just the music.
So can you tell the story of why you're on our show right now? Because this is so interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So I lived in Arizona, which was in the listening area for the show, and listened to John Jay and Rich every day. And then 16 years ago, moved out to Nashville, where I currently am, and have been listening on podcasts or the iHeart app ever since then. And I was listening to a segment you guys did called Kelly Okie earlier this week. And it was a game show where you guys were playing Kelly's songs and the vocals would cut out and you guys had to continue singing them to earn points. Mm-hmm. And I was just laughing hysterically driving around town. So I grabbed the link from the podcast and sent it over to everyone in the band with no context. Just sent it to them and just got nothing but ha-ha-ha's and RFL, all that crap.
Awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's how I found the podcast, and that's pretty much it. So I just had to let you know. I sent you guys a message on the chat line, and just wanted to let you know who I am, what I do, and that the band thing that's hilarious.
That's
that was
amazing.
Such a cool message to get.
Yeah.
And what a great job you do. I mean, like the Kelly, all of her cover versions sound better than the originals, and you guys, that band slays.
Yeah, killed it.
The band is amazing. And
they can
Kelly
play anything.
Clarkson, just as a human, is beautiful. She's exactly what you think she would be like. She's completely the same on TV as she is off. Maybe she cusses a little bit more off screen, but she's hilarious.
Okay. First of all, any chance you sent that audio to Kelly?
She has access to it in the chat that I sent it to.
Okay, because we've had her on the show a couple times. I remember one time. Remember, she was having a sleepover in Dallas with a bunch of her friends, and she woke them all up by playing the piano on our show.
Like banging,
she was banging on the piano
super
like
loud.
crazy.
That's awesome.
So she was game to do a prank.
And then another time, she was coming to town, and she was playing it in concert, and we were going to give away a car. I don't want to say what car because we got in serious trouble, if you remember this, Rich. So Robert, what we were doing, we had people tell us it was Confession Wednesday. People would confess stuff, and then we picked the winner. And we got up on stage, and we're with Kelly, and we take pictures, and we bring the winner up on stage. And I grab the microphone, and I go, can you believe this? She won this car because she slept with her dad's best friend, is the story. That was her secret. And Kelly was like, oh, my God, no way. And everyone went nuts. And it turned out that the people who owned all the dealerships were in the crowd, and they got so mad that we gave away a car for scandalous behavior.
We were banned from that entire car company, not just the dealership, but the entire brand of cars banned us.
All the dealers.
The bridges that you guys burn unintentionally, like just being yourselves, is.
But Kelly loved it. She gave us a high five. So that's what I'm telling you. If you send her the podcast and say, "Hey, Robert, idea right now. Send it to Kelly personally from you to her, and then ask her. Say from John Jay to Kelly. Get it from Jessica Kelly.
Yeah.
And then say we would love to be guests on her show at no cost to her.
Robert's like, I'm trying to keep my job. There's boundaries.
We would like to be guests.
I can't just text Kelly
At no
Clarkson.
cost to her, we would like to be guests. We do karaoke live for her in front of her and your band.
Actually, that would be pretty amazing
so
if we did
fun.
karaoke on Kelly's show. That'd be dope.
Could you pitch that,
That would
Robert?
make great TV.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm right on it.
Okay.
What about our listeners
I'm
going off and doing
100% dead serious, Robert.
Are you on it, Robert?
Come on, Robert.
Pinky swear, Robert,
He's
that she
around
will
it.
text Kelly.
You what? What'd
I
you
do
say?
my best to stay off of her radar because if she's calling my name too many times, there's an issue.
That's
So I'm
a good point. But look at this.
crazy.
One of our listeners has gone on to do great things. I told you it happened.
Yes.
I told you guys.
Yes, Robert.
Yes, Nick.
Can I tell you guys how I thought I screwed this whole thing up?
Sure.
So when Robert texted in, I texted everybody and was like, hey, this is a pretty cool message. And then, we decided to reach out and said, Robert, it's Nick from John, Jay, and Rich. So awesome you reached out. A, my wife has seen Kelly Clarkson like 15 times, so thank you for making me the cool husband of the day. And then I followed it up with, would you want to jump on the air with us this week? And I didn't get a response.
Oh, no, he goes to
And like the longer it went, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, no.
I came off like
Fangirl.
super weird.
Yeah, totally.
And
No, not weird at all, man. I work a lot. I work really long hours. Mix a lot of music, but I saw it. I just wasn't sure how to respond. I had to make sure I covered all my bases on my end before I got on the radio and started spilling tea.
Yeah.
No, I think it's hilarious.
Robert, where'd you go to high school?
Northwest Arkansas. I went to Springdale High School in Springdale, Arkansas.
Oh, then when did you move to Arizona?
Right after high school, I went to the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences.
Yeah,
wow.
those guys are awesome over there. That's such a great school.
Such a great team. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's very cool of you to listen to the show, man. Really appreciate it.
Man, it's been 20 years. I'm still listening. every day.
Thank you so much, brother. And again, send our best to Kelly Clarkson. She's always been first class for us, always.
All right, here's the deal. I'll send that message if you guys bring back butt slams.
We will do it for you.
Deal.
Yeah, we'll do it for
Deal.
you, Kelly.
We'll do it for Kelly.
What if we could get her on a butt slam to be like the executor of the butt slam?
Oh, that'd be so good.
Oh, if Kelly
would
could
be
come on
great.
and she could be like, she could record the new "You've Been Butt
Butt
Slammed."
slam. Yeah. You got it, Robert. That's a deal. We'll send you the newest butt slam.
Deal.
All right, man. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Absolutely.
Bye.
See you guys.
John, Jay, and Rich.
We have a special guest in the studio is going to host our game today for Halsey tickets.
Hello.
Well, if it isn't Addie.
Hey, Addie.
Kyle's daughter.
Definitely is not me, but it is me, but it isn't.
Ooh,
right.
all right. That might be a clue for the game.
So, Addie, what game are we playing?
We're gonna call it half a minute to win it because you got 30 seconds to
Whoa.
answer questions.
Okay.
Yes, and it's very Family Feud Fast Money-esque. So we're actually, since we're just testing this out today, we're going to pair John Jay and Noah. Will be Team John Jay.
Let's go, dog.
Okay. Grant and Rich are going to be Team Rich.
Team Cobra Kai.
Let's go.
Just like in Family Feud,
Remove
the
the
best
head.
money round, when it's not your turn, you will have to leave the room. You cannot hear your teammates' answers. Your goal is to get the number one answers in a survey of 100 people.
Okay.
Much like Family Feud.
Let's go. Let's play the feud.
Good
Okay,
answer.
so for our first round, Team John Jay will be up first.
Okay, so we
which
leave,
means
right?
Noah, no, you guys can leave. No, you guys can stay because you have a different set of questions. But
Oh.
Noah, since you are Team John Jay, you do need to leave.
I need to leave. Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Noah.
That's a signature catchphrase for you.
Okay.
All right, John Jay.
Chair. Okay.
If you get an answer right, you will hear this. Then Addie will give you your next question. If you hear this, that's not on the list.
Okay.
Addie, take it away.
Okay, round 1. Name a fictional character who has great strength.
Hulk.
Name a place parents take a baby where they hope it doesn't start crying.
Airplane.
Name a precious stone.
Diamond.
Name something that heats up when you turn it on.
Stove.
Name a breed of dog that starts with the letter C.
Cocker Spaniel.
Okay.
Wow.
Round 1 is over. We got to bring Noah
Good
back
job.
in.
Let's go. Let's go, Noah. Let's go, Noah.
No whammies. No whammies.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to leave.
It's Family Feud.
Where are you going?
All right, so Noah gets the same question.
You're always trying
Are
to
you
leave.
ready, Noah?
I'm ready.
Your time begins now.
Round 1. Name a fictional character who has great strength.
Hercules.
Name a place parents take a baby where they hope it doesn't start crying.
Come on, Noah.
The Four Seasons Orlando.
Wow.
That's where my mind went.
Okay.
That's not on there. You have to guess again, and your time's running out.
Oh, I have to keep going. Oh, okay. For a nap in the bedroom.
What? Did you not grow up a human? What's happening here?
Read the next one.
Name a precious stone.
Ruby.
Name something that heats up when you turn it on.
A microwave.
Your mom.
Your mom.
A blanket. A heated blanket. When you turn it on. Space heater.
I'm sorry, you're out of time.
Dang.
Out of time.
How was that only 30 seconds?
All right.
That was a long 30
Noah,
seconds.
so
I'm sweating.
Sorry, not very many points on there. We're
So
moving over
sorry.
to Team Rich.
You tell me Four Seasons Orlando wasn't the number one answer on the board?
Okay, so Grant has to leave for this,
Okay,
right?
Grant. Step
Get
outside.
out. Give him hell, Rich. Give him hell, brother.
Get out of here.
You're fired.
All right, Eddie, I'm ready.
All
I'm ready,
Your
Eddie.
time begins now.
Which of the 7 dwarfs can you relate to most?
Sleepy.
Which name the most important piece of furniture in your house?
Couch.
Name something the bride normally decides when planning a wedding.
What she's gonna wear? The dress.
Name an occupation you think is underpaid.
Nurse.
Name a word that ends in mate.
Soulmate.
Okay, a solid first round. Bring your teammate back in, Richard.
I think Grant actually left. I think Grant went home.
Big money. Big money, no whammies. Come on,
Big
y'all.
money.
Did you,
Big money.
Big money.
Big money.
All right, ready for the next round.
See?
Your time begins now.
Which of the 7 dwarfs can you relate to most?
Dopey.
Name the most important piece of furniture in your house.
Bed.
Name something the bride normally decides when planning a wedding.
Food. Cake. What's
Name
up?
an occupation you think is underpaid.
Radio show producer. Pilot. Painter. Drive-through person.
Painter.
Dancer. TikToker. Oh, damn.
No, Grant keeps getting answers wrong and it's just like and then time runs out.
That's what's up.
I got a good feeling about this, Noah Lashley.
All right, according to the survey says, Addie, who won?
Team Rick.
Yeah! No way! I demand a recount.
We done did it, brother.
There's no way.
Cobra Kai.
Have you seen the 4 seasons, Orlando, baby? Nothing but smiles. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
I guess you that 4 seasons really threw you off there.
What a surprise. Congratulations. Caller 14 right now. You get tickets to see Halsey. 877-937-1047. Good luck. Great game, Addie. Great game.
You're really good
Bring
at
it
this.
back. It was fun.
Like a little tiny Kyle. She's like a little tiny
You
Kyle.
come back and host more games, please.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I will.
It's the John Jay and Rich radio program. 2 names, 4 hosts,
And a whole lot of fun.
It's John Jay and Rich.
877-937-1047. What are you ashamed to admit that you love? Maybe we can go around the room. Is there anything anybody in here is? I know there's something I am, but I don't want to share first.
Dude. So the other day, it really hit me. Like, I had an epiphany. I was in the desert walking, and a Nickelback song came on. And not a ballad, dude. Not one of, like, the hits. Like, I'm talking hard-rocking Nickelback. And I listened to some heavy, scary music, and I was like, I think Nickelback's my favorite band, dude. Like, literally, I was inspired. I walked faster, and I was like, dude, like, Chad Kroger's kind of like the greatest songwriter of all time. Like, I am unapologetically in on Nickelback, and anytime somebody, like, brings it up, I'm so timid to talk about it because I don't want to be like, that guy.
Right.
Right?
Oh, okay. Taylor,
Fair.
what are you embarrassed to admit that you really love?
I love calling into radio shows. And I've been doing it for about a year, and I only told my husband about a couple months ago just because I was like, I don't know.
Hold on. That means that you're calling into more shows than just ours?
I mean, yours is the main one, don't get me wrong. But anytime there's like Disneyland contest or concert, even if I'm like, don't really care for that band, like I'll call in just to see
That's
if
funny.
I can win the challenges and stuff.
So have you won a lot of stuff?
I've won nothing.
Oh, no. That's sad.
Funny enough.
So when you're seeing if you're
funny
good
enough.
at it, the answer is no.
I mean, you're good at this segment right now.
Have you got through to other shows besides ours?
Yeah, you guys mainly, which I really appreciate.
Well, we're glad you listened. We're glad you called in. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, you guys. Have a great
Bye.
day.
Dylan, what are you embarrassed to admit that you love?
I love jamming out to the Spice Girls and the Macarena while I'm at work or in my car. I was caught one time at a stoplight, and I didn't even realize my windows were cracked, and I'm, like, jamming out, and these girls pull up to the side of me, and they're just, like, laughing, taking pictures and stuff. And I just, like, happened to realize at that moment, like, oh, my God, my window's been down this whole time.
Was it
and I'm
Wannabe?
just sitting there like, if you want to be my love.
Oh, God, I love that song.
Don't tell me what you want. I want to really, really, really want to do right
I love that song, dude.
It's a good one.
You're not kidding.
Hell yeah, some 90s nostalgia. We got to bring it back.
Oh.
And it's a good message,
Love it.
I'm so glad you called in, Dylan.
All right.
Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for listening.
Hey, thanks. Bye.
Melissa, what are you embarrassed to admit that you love?
So I'm embarrassed to admit that I still watch Days of Our Lives. And yes, it's still on.
Is it still on?
It is.
My sister used to be obsessed with that show.
It's on Peacock now.
Oh, they move the soap operas on apps now because it's like not a lot of people watching, or the other way around.
These are the days.
How many seasons do you know?
I think
Is that so?
I think I saw the other day there's 50-something. I don't know. I've been watching
50 seasons?
I think so.
I remember the theme. Wasn't it? It's like, is that the Hourglass one? And then it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Or am I
sands in the
thinking of All My
hourglass.
Children? The one that goes.
It's the Hourglass one. Yeah.
I've heard about soap operas that you could not watch it for like 4 years and still follow along with the plot because nothing really changes that much, even though everything
You
changes.
really can. Yeah, you can.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's the Young and the Restless.
Oh, Young and the Restless. I used to watch that all the time, too.
The Y and the R.
That's Young and the Restless, yeah.
Days of Our Lives is a guy who goes at the beginning, he's like sands in the hourglass. These are the days of our lives.
But I can tell you what I'm embarrassed to admit that I love. I've been doing this for maybe 3 weeks now. I'm totally all in on skincare. Like I've never ever done like lotions and stuff, and now that brand Skin Better, I have all this Skin Better stuff. So in the morning now I don't have to look at the video. I was watching this video every night and every morning. Now I kind of memorized, but I still have questions about skincare, and they're stupid questions. So I work out at the gym with the lady that's involved with her name is Tara, and she is involved with Skin Better, and I will always ask her stuff, and I have to pace myself because I don't want to bombard her too much with my embarrassing questions. Like when I put the skincare, like I put it on at night, and then do I just go to sleep, or can I put it on if I take a shower at 6 and I know I'm going to bed at 9? Do I put the skincare on at 6? You know what I mean? I know those are stupid questions, but I don't know the answers. I put on skincare.
What was the answer?
She was a little bit above, like if I'm going to stay home, go ahead and put it on. But like I put it on at 6, and then I had to go to this thing at 6:30.
Did you ruin the whole thing?
Yeah, and then what I hate happened this morning. I put all the skincare on. I think I got to blow my nose, and I feel like it all came off my nose.
And then you feel like you wasted some precious jewels.
Yes, it's exactly how I feel.
Do you put on the vitamin C before you put on the sunscreen?
I don't know if I have vitamin C.
That's my routine. Vitamin C,
and then
the sunscreen.
This was the last one I asked her. I was being dead serious. So my wife says to me earlier in the day, "Do you want to fool around tonight?" And I'm like, "What about my skincare?" like, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth, because I was like, "Wait, at what point though do I fool around and then go put on my skincare?" Yeah. But then I'm like, once I fool around, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm done. I'm not moving. I'm out. I'm snoring. If you have any other ones, shoot us a call 877-937-1047 or DM John J. Van Ness. It's John J. and Rich.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole Nine Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
In the eternal battle of morning show supremacy, we are one of them. It's John Jay and Rich.
Lorena's our contestant for Halsey tickets. Good morning. What do you got going on today, Lorena?
Oh, nothing. Just driving to work right now.
Where do you work?
For a recovery center.
Okay. Nick, what game are we playing today?
We're playing a brand new game today, guys. We're calling it, Halsey is coming.
Mm-hmm.
These are for Halsey tickets. We're going to call it Bad at Love.
Love that.
And this is all based on celebrity divorces.
Very good.
So I'm going to read a sentence to you, and you have to tell me the couple that is divorced from that sentence,
Couldn't
okay?
keep it together, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Rich!
Yeah.
If they get it right, what do they hear? And if they get it wrong, games.
Better game.
All right, we're gonna go around the. Rich, can you play the wrong again? I'm sorry. Games. Okay.
With Rich running the board, I didn't know if that was a technical mistake.
Fair enough.
We're gonna start with John Jay. John Jay, she thought she was living out a teenage dream. He was too busy forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Katy Perry and Russell Brand.
Yeah! 1 point for John Jay. Rich. She didn't want to wait for their marriage to be over, but the mission turned out impossible.
Would that be Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise?
You nailed it, Rich.
Could also been Nicole Kidman.
Rich, keep your mouth shut from now on. You're going to ruin this. Kyle, he sent out a SOS as their relationship went up in flames like a fleet of dragons after the throne.
Okay, so that's Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner.
Wow! 3 for 3 today, guys. Okay, Lorena, you ready?
Yes, I'm probably going to mess this up.
I'm praying for you. Okay. Yay isn't exactly how I described their marriage. After 6 years, she decided to switch directions.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Wow. 4 for 4 today, guys.
We did it.
Wow. So happy for all of you. This is the best game. Okay, round 2. Everyone's on the board thus far. John Jay.
Okay.
He kept his eyes wide shut when they were coworkers. She ended up down under.
Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise.
Yeah! Okay. Good job, John Jay. 2 for 2.
It could also be Mimi Rogers.
Okay, well.
Shut up!
No more Mimi Rogers talk. No more.
Tom Cruise's first wife was Mimi Rogers, in case you guys didn't know.
I mean, I didn't, so now I'm going to write that up.
Give that to Kyle.
Okay, here we go. Mimi Rogers and Tom Cruise. No, okay. Rich, his parents didn't have to be brutally murdered in cold blood for him to notice her. Just a man named Geely and a relationship with Diddy.
Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Unprecedented today, guys.
Wow.
So thrilled with everybody today.
I got you the Bruce Wayne connection.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he was Batman.
Oh, I didn't get that. I thought he was going with Gone Girl.
That was my first thought,
yeah.
and then I figured out the Bruce Wayne thing.
It's always more fun with my jokes when I have to explain them, and I was ready for it, so thank you, Rich, for taking the lead there. Kyle, Toxic isn't just her song, it's also her first marriage. He turned to John Cena for comfort.
Britney Spears and Kevin Federline.
Wow, okay. I mean, good job, way to go. I mean...
I think that was her second marriage.
Oh, yeah, because she was
Jason
married
Alexander.
to Jason Alexander.
Yes.
First. I couldn't remember if he was first or second.
You can use that one later.
Okay, yeah, let's stop spoiling this, guys, okay? This is really competitive.
They're really bad at love.
All right, Lorena, here we go.
Yes.
Your final clue. She only wanted to pull him closer. Turns out that G found other women pretty easy.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't. Oh, wait. I mean, sorry. Is it Halsey
And?
What is his name?
Halsey
It starts with an
and?
A.
That G found women pretty easy.
That G found pretty women.
Say it one more time. I
Why
think it's
am I
gonna
not
happen.
saying this?
She's
Okay,
so
yeah,
close.
say it one more time.
That G found other women pretty easy.
G-Eazy?
Wow! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, I'm
All right,
sweating.
Lorena.
I was so nervous.
Lorena, we'll set you up with tickets to Halsey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's John Jay and Rich.
The next segment we're going to do is called Second Date Update because that's what we're going to try and get, and that's what the bit is called. Second Date Update starts right now on John Jay and Rich.
John Jay and Rich, we're getting ready to do Second Date Update. St. John, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your situation here, St. John? Welcome.
Well, I went out on a date, and do you want to hear about the date?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's Second Date Update.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we went to this little cafe, and it had like a really laid-back vibe, and but it was like really still classy enough to make you feel kind of special, if you know what I mean. And when we met there, I right away was like blown away how gorgeous she looked, and the like effortless style about her, and she didn't try too hard, but it was still perfect. And we grabbed the table outside. The weather was like really perfect, and we started talking. And honestly, the whole conversation, we just like kind of clicked right from the start. And we were like laughing about random things, sharing stories from childhood,
So basically, time like really flew by fast, and we didn't even check our phones, no distractions. The best part was that she was really easy to talk to, and she made me feel comfortable. And by the end of the night, I basically just was I was reluctant to say goodbye, if you know what I mean. I was just nervous about what to do next. So I don't know. She just kissed me on the cheek before heading off, and I swear it was like a scene from the movie. So, the whole date kind of felt like a rom-com, and in the best way. So I really can't stop thinking about it, and I'm seriously just hoping she felt the same way.
But is she ignoring you or something? That's why you're here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just. Yeah, she's not messaging me back. Basically, I've kind of been a little ghosted, so I just trying to figure out if she feels the same way as me.
The kiss on the cheek, and she moved in to kiss you on the cheek.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, but I was like kind of inching toward kind of like a movie, and I just turned my head a little bit, and she just pecked me on the cheek.
Wait, you turned your head to go into the kiss, or turned your head to go into the cheek?
Go into the kiss, but then I just didn't feel it right.
You did that on purpose
I
so
think
that you
was
didn't go in for the kiss.
That was the take care, see you later.
Yeah, that
kiss.
was like, oh no, we're not going lips, buddy.
St. John, what's her name?
Danielle.
Okay, and how'd you meet her?
I met her online, and one of the apps. I won't say which one.
Okay. So filling in for Peyton. Peyton's on vacation right now, and Jenna is filling in. And you're doing a great job so far, Jenna.
Oh, thank you.
Just fabulous.
I've said a whole lot.
Jenna, do you have an opinion on this? What do you think about this?
I think that as a female who's been in that situation before, like you said, she was just trying to maybe protect herself in a respectful way.
You've been in the situation where you thought that the guy wanted more?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, you just got to, in that moment, act quick. So maybe that was her kind of...
And you would ghost because you maybe got the ick or what?
I would unfortunately probably ghost. I'm hoping that that's not the situation here, but...
Okay, but why the peck on the cheek? Why just like a sudden, why not like a take care, bye-bye, like fist bump? Why even give the kiss on the cheek?
I feel like in that moment when it just happens, it's so quick and you don't know what to do.
You're minimizing the contact.
You're like trying to be polite also and not make it as awkward as it probably already is.
A fist bump will be crazy.
Yeah, that would be like, whoa.
That would do it.
All right, St. John, we'll call her and find out. Okay, we're going to find out why she's blowing you off or if she got the ick, which means if she has the serious ick about you got to be cool. Like you're going to just listen quietly and then you can jump in at the right time. Okay? All right. Yeah. Again, Jenna, just a great job this morning.
Thank you.
Just great.
I'm trying.
All right. Second date update continues next. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
I'm so glad you're here. As the person who currently occupies your attention, I would like to thank you for listening to John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich, we're in the middle of second date update. You got St. John, who went on a date with Danielle. They met online. Date was going great, right? He was saying all kinds of great things, but at the end, kiss on the cheek.
I mean, he called it a rom-com-like date.
Yeah.
In the best way.
Uh-huh. All right, so St. John, we're going to call her. You stay quiet. We're going to find out. How long ago was this date, by the way?
About a week and a half.
Okay, Jenna's in here filling in for Peyton. She's on vacation in Europe right now. So, Jenna, just fabulous job.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you do this. You know what to do. You're going to handle it. You transfer them.
Okay.
Or you do your thing.
Transfer them.
Whatever the word is. You lob it up.
Answer the phone.
That's another one.
Get them on their connecting flight.
That's such layman terms.
Hello?
Hi, Danielle. This is Jenna from John, Jay, and Rich. Can we put you on air for a second?
Oh, hi, sure.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for saying yeah. So we got a call from a guy, and he told us about this great date. And the way he explained the date was like a rom-com movie. He said it was fantastic. You were the person he went on a date with. Now, he says you're blowing him off, which is fine. But we went around the room, the four of us, trying to figure out why you blew him off. And if everything he says on the date is true, it doesn't make sense. So I feel like he's leaving something out. So, Danielle, we thought we'd call you, and you give us your perspective. You probably have a different one. We're talking about St. John.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I had so much fun. St. John's so sweet. It was like one of the best dates I've had in a really long time. Yeah, he's so funny, and he's charming. We were laughing this whole time. We went to a coffee shop, and, I mean, the conversation was just really easy. I feel like conversation's not usually this easy. He's hilarious. He's so... I don't know. He's just hilarious. I feel like there wasn't a single moment where we didn't know what to talk about. But I got this feeling that he's just not into me, like into me. It was something about the way he carried himself and the way he was talking was like, I mean, I don't want to assume, but it was giving a little bit of like queen energy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was his compliments, like he complimented me so often, but it was so detailed. He was like, "Oh my God, your outfit is so well put together. The color palette and your hair, it's stunning." Which, you know, I love hearing that. That's great with me. But I feel like most men that I go out with don't, like straight men don't usually notice color palettes, right?
Maybe his mom's an art professor or something. I don't know. Maybe was there other things
grew up with
like
sisters.
that? Yeah, or grew up with
Right.
sisters.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But when the waiter brought out drinks, he had like, he gasped. He was like, "Ooh, your presentation," and that's the one that really set me over. I was just kind of sitting there like,
Maybe you grew up in the restaurant business. I say that. I learned that from my dad. He was always like, "Look at this presentation here. What a beautiful presentation." I've said that before because my dad. Huh.
No, I know. I don't know. I mean,
Was his shirt tied in a knot in the front?
no,
Okay.
no, but he did look great.
Okay.
He definitely has his own sense of style.
Well, now that we told you that he called us to tell you that he really liked you and he doesn't know where things go wrong, does that change anything in your perspective?
I mean, it's nice to know that he is interested in me. But I don't know. The date was so easy and we had such good chemistry, but I couldn't tell if it was like actual chemistry or if
Gotcha.
he wanted to be like my bestie. You know what I mean?
It's too bad you guys didn't go dancing, and then if he went dancing off by himself, he'd be like,
Feeling the friend vibes.
Yeah.
Well, Danielle, St. John is on the line. He was listening. Hi, St. John. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Hi. Oh, wow. Danielle. Hi. Oh, so I just happened to overhear your little like queen energy theory, and I gotta say, like, impressive detective work, because you weren't really wrong exactly.
Oh.
Slay.
Polyamorous?
Yeah. I mean.
Wow.
I think you need to
hear what I
elaborate,
said?
St. John, a little bit more. When you say she's not wrong, what do you mean?
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of awkward, you know, but honestly, it's kind of hilarious. I am bisexual, and I've always been, you know, super open about my sexuality. I just, you know, I didn't think the first date, you know, small talk was the right time to drop that fun fact. Like, spaghetti is great, but by the way, look, I also like men and women. So you see the problem I had.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. I feel like such an idiot. For
no,
anything.
you're not an idiot. You picked up on something and you wondered, you know, no harm, no foul. So
where does that leave us?
Really bad. I mean,
yeah, I just don't know. I just, you know, you're definitely like spiraling, aren't you? You know.
Danielle, does that bother you? Do you have a problem dating a bisexual man?
no. I mean, maybe.
Let me
I'm
guess.
already like kind of.
Can I say, like, you're thinking, wow, St. John is great, but can I handle dating someone who's both into men and women? What if I'm not enough? What if I have to compete with like twice the amount of people?
I like the way you put in the front, wow, St. John's great. You put that at the very front.
No, but those are good points. Go on.
Yeah. No, I mean, and he's right. St. John is great. But I definitely, I struggle with feeling like insecure in my relationships, and I guess I would probably be worrying not only about like other women but guys too. So
it'd be weird when you're like wondering if St. John is in gym.
Yeah, I hear you, and honestly, I like respect that you're being honest about it. But Danielle, like, liking more than one gender doesn't mean I want more than one person. It's not like I wake up every morning and I, ask which team I'm playing for today. Like, I date who I like, and right now I like you.
There you go.
Yeah, respect, Sinjin.
But would you be interested in a second date?
That's so nice to hear. I really did enjoy being around you, so yeah, I would definitely have a second date.
All right, what a happy second date update! Yay! All right, you guys. Well, thanks for jumping on the air with us, both of you.
Thank you.
All right, that's second date update with John, Jane, Rich.
Broadcasting live across the world right now. This is the John, Jay, and Rich radio program.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.